Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. I'm just going to say something that I forgot before. Itachi didn't kill Naruto because he was too much of an asset to the Leaf because of Nine Tails and all. I thought it would take a bit until I had to write this, but then part 1 explodes for my channel and it got me from 7 subs to 12 subs at the time of writing this. And I have to let out a massive thank you to everybody who has subbed and liked the first part. But anyways, let's just get straight into part 2 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. The like goal for part 3 will be 3 likes. We start this story off as Mizuki threw a kunai at Iruka as he was shouting at Naruto. Naruto, seeing this, throws a small shuriken that deflects the kunai. Mizuki-sensei, why would you do that? Naruto shouts at him. Well, kid, I was trying to protect you from Iruka, since he hates you. Mizuki shouted back, getting Naruto dumbfounded. But Iruka shouts back to not listen to what Mizuki is saying. That's why he's never told you the secret. The secret that was made 12 years ago. It's that the demon fox of the Nine Tails is inside of you. Total silence. Naruto just stood there dumbfounded at what he just heard. What? He says, still just standing there, but Iruka tells him to not listen, and as Naruto starts to run away, Mizuki throws a massive shuriken at Naruto. And as Iruka screams at Naruto to duck, Iruka protects him with his body, using it as a shield. Now he gives him the speech about knowing what it feels to be lonely and all that, but Mizuki screams to not believe him. Naruto, realizing that Iruka was telling the truth, starts to get livid. He starts to make 100, no, 250, no, 500 clones that all go to beat the crap out of Mizuki-sensei. And he gets, I tell you, by Naruto, who's way stronger than the original. So Mizuki-sensei gets beaten to an inch of his life. And Naruto gives the scroll back to Iruka, who's now even more dumbfounded than Naruto was before. Close your eyes, Iruka says to Naruto, and as he does so, he unwraps Naruto's goggles and binds a ninja headband to him. You can open your eyes now, Iruka says, and as Naruto looks at Iruka, he sees him holding Naruto's goggles and him wearing the new leaf headband. We now skip to the tea making, and as usual, Naruto, Sakura and Sasuke get teamed up. And Sakura squealed as she was so excited to be in a team with Naruto and even Sasuke. The other girls looked at her in disdain, wondering how she could be so lucky. Now, as usual, Kakashi comes late and takes them to the roof to talk about their ambitions. And Naruto says the usual introduction until the dreams part. My dream is to be with Sasuke to avenge something and become the Hokage. And Sasuke's changed to, my dream is to annihilate a certain someone with Naruto and be there for him, always. Kakashi still says, you all are boring, shtick, but in reality he was very interested in Naruto and Sasuke. Now we get to the bell test, and as Kakashi said, they don't eat anything for breakfast, so when Kakashi arrives they're all starving. The two who get the belt will pass, and the one who doesn't will go back to the academy. The two who get the belts will get the lunches, and the other person will not. And do not feed them, Kakashi says. But now let's begin. And as he says this, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura disperse, but Naruto and Sasuke being together, they start planning, and Naruto makes 2 shadow clones, where one transforms into Sasuke and sends them to fight Kakashi. They are doing very well, and as one of the clones actually hits him with a kunai, Kakashi poofs. The real Kakashi, feeling the knowledge of his clone coming to him, knows something is up. As he looks towards the 2 clones, he doesn't see his clone. But that was a mistake. Naruto and Sasuke actually went to Sakura, and as they saw Kakashi looking out, they knew where the real Kakashi was. Now, as Sasuke and Naruto saw this, they make a plan. The duo of Sasuke and Naruto, distract Kakashi and his uselessness gets the belts, Naruto and Sasuke will still be fighting him. And since Naruto is still nicer than Sasuke, he says that Sasuke can have the lunch. He doesn't really care. But the plan begins now. The cousins run over to Kakashi and start to fight him. Kakashi, being taken aback from this, actually gets hit 2 times until he starts fighting back. Naruto makes a few clones and tests it is now Uchiha Barrage, since he likes that name more than the Uzumaki Barrage. As Kakashi holds back the clones, Sakura comes behind him and actually was able to snatch the 2 belts. Kakashi is shocked. There was never, and there probably will never be a team that actually managed to get the belts off him. And even using teamwork. Kakashi smiles under his mask and tells them that they've passed. Also says that whole teamwork shtick, like, ooh, don't let your friends die or something. Since the team passed, he invites him to ramen, and Naruto accepted in a heartbeat. We're gonna skip the weird missions and get to the part where Naruto and Sasuke get fed up with the direct missions, and the only thing I have to add is that Naruto and Sasuke can now both use their one Tomoe Sharingan, because they trained with Kakashi. But now they ask the Hokage for a higher rank mission, which he gives them. It is the Land of the Waves mission. Tazuna, not being able to say anything about Naruto, says that if he travels from Sakura's eyebrows to the start of her hair, the mission will look like a single step. Useless now. Of course, Sakura gets infuriated, but doesn't do anything. And they go on their journey. As they are walking, Naruto immediately notices the puddle, and realizing it hadn't rained in days, throws a kunai at it. The two Chunin jump out, immediately getting jumped and also bodied by Sasuke and Naruto. So they tie them up to see if they could extract information out of them. The only thing they say is that the mafia boss, sent them. So Naruto and Sasuke knock them out. And while they're walking away, Kakashi kills them and flickers back. Now as they're walking, Naruto and Sasuke are on edge because of the attack. And as Naruto senses something, he throws a kunai into a bush. Walking over there, it reveals itself to be a rabbit. Sakura getting prepared to say something to Naruto for almost killing a rabbit, until Naruto points out that the rabbit's fur is white. So it had to have been a rabbit used for substitution. And as soon as he says this, Kakashi screams to duck. And as they do, Sabuza's plate gets yeeted into the tree, and he appears on top of it. Now that the Zabuza and Kakashi fight goes the same as normal, until the water prison. So as Kakashi gets trapped inside of it, Naruto and Sasuke make the same plan with a minor difference. As Sasuke throws the Demon Wind Shuriken and the clone transforms into itself again, throws a kunai, it does a shadow kunai jutsu, so it actually hits Zabuza, not killing him, but wounding him. Now Kakashi is prepared to freak this crap up, but Haku saves him and Kakashi gets taken to Tazuna's place, where the whole chakra control thing goes the same, except that Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry grows even more, since the cousin actually helped a bit there. And as Kakashi slowly heals up, the Naruto and Sasuke still stuff themselves with the food. And now they go to the bridge. Naruto doesn't oversleep this time, but he still lets a few clones here. Maybe it'll help them, and it proves to be useful as they kick the booties off the ninja that just arrived to kill Tazuna's family. Now the fight begins as Zabuza and Haku appear on the bridge. And Kakashi takes on Zabuza, and Haku takes on Sasuke, but now with Naruto. The fight against Haku goes pretty alright until Haku pulls out the ice mirrors, where Naruto and Sasuke have to use their Sharingan to at least sort of keep up. As their visual prowess becomes greater, and both of them actually develop two Tomoe in one eye, Haku decides to throw a crap ton of needles at Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke still takes the L and falls down, appearing to be dead. Now Naruto is pissed, and his two Tomoe Sharingan actually awakens in both of his eyes now. As he gets the QB chakra and absolutely destroys Haku until the final punch where he stopped at the last second. Because if you think about it, He's Naruto. So Haku can still take the L from Kakashi and get Chidori. Zabuza is still trying to be like, oh, Haku means nothing to me. Gets talked no jutsu by Naruto, this time even harder since he just lost, in quotation marks, his cousin. He still takes out Gato and his men. Naruto and his team still stay here until the bridge was completed, just so nothing else will happen. So I'm going to end this part here. Well, the bridge is still called the Great Naruto Bridge. I'm going to end this part off here, and if you enjoyed, be sure to drop click that like button like last time. This was Lion Mane, and I am